In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, hello everybody, how are you doing? Would be doing great by the mercy and grace of Almighty Allah. My name's NA Saqib. I am an educationist and IELTS trainer. Additionally, been also teaching the students of spoken English for the last 20 years at the platform of Genius Institute, Lahore. My dear friends, we are also professional student visa consultants. We accept your applications for UK, Australia, Canada, America and across Europe. Lots of success stories can be found on our YouTube channel, Genius Institute Lahore. Dear friends, we are also offering online classes and offline, on-campus classes. If you are interested in any one of them, you can contact our number given in the description. My dear friends, my today's lecture would be about IELTS Writing Task 1. As you know that we have started the series of lectures about IELTS Writing Task 1 for the academic students, for the academic version, to be more exact. So today's lecture would be about how to paraphrase the question or the summary description given in the question. So let's get started and try to understand something about paraphrasing first. I'm going to give you some almost 5 examples of the questions, and later on I will also provide you with the paraphrased version of those questions. So let's get started. I would like to say that the paraphrasing is an essential skill for both academic IELTS Writing Task 1 and Task 2. You have gone through the Task 2 paraphrasing concept. I have discussed in detail how the first sentence or the question of Task 2 can be paraphrased. Here we are concerned about Task 1 now of the academic version of IELTS, and its first sentence will also be paraphrased. So how it will be paraphrased, I will just prove it by giving you some examples. So it's equally important in the writing module in Task 1 and Task 2. As you know that paraphrasing is an essential concept and an extremely important or rather significant concept which can be used in all 4 subtests of the IELTS. Listening, speaking, reading, writing. In their own ways, actually paraphrasing becomes essential in all 4 modules of the IELTS. Now, what's paraphrasing as a matter of fact? Paraphrasing involves manipulating the words in a sentence or phrase so that they are read differently but convey the same meaning. You have got to convey the same meaning in the different words. You would say that you have to rewrite the the question, or rephrase the question, or you have got to paraphrase it. It's not difficult. I will just let you know what is the easiest methodology of paraphrasing and how it can be done very efficiently and effectively. So, I would like to say that you should learn to do it before you attempt the IELTS exam, because it's really important aspect of examination in all 4 subtests, as I talked about early on, that in listening, reading, writing and speaking, paraphrasing is used but in different ways. But it's the teacher or the trainer who will let you know that how to use paraphrasing in speaking. For example, you're not going to use the same words which are being uttered by the examiner. You got to change the words, change the structure of the sentence. Similarly, in reading, it's important because, whatever the questions are given and you're asked for the answers would not be the same words as the questions are. They are paraphrased words in the text. Similarly, in writing, the question should be paraphrased, and it is paraphrased. If it is paraphrased effectively, examiner actually showers his blessings or give you good band scores, because you have started your essay according to the examiner's criterion of assessment. That's the first sentence or the opening sentence should be paraphrased. And here in part one of writing, or the task one of writing, academic writing, you need to paraphrase the question summary. It should be paraphrased effectively, and how it should be done, I will give you examples later on this lecture. As I told you on that, paraphrasing is important in all four modules, so it should be practiced amply before appearing in the examination. The first sentence, it should be the paraphrased version. In task one, the first sentence must always be a paraphrased version of the question or the title. And the easiest methodology of paraphrasing is to use the synonyms, or to replace the words with their synonyms or synonymous words. For example, intelligent and smart, they are the synonyms of each other. So, you can change the words quite effectively and smartly, then actually examiner will be pleased, and he will consider that you know the skill of paraphrasing, and actually, he will give you better band scores when deciding about giving you the ones. So by paraphrasing the question, you can prove to the examiner that you have a broad vocabulary or a wide range of vocabulary, and you can use it effectively as well. You've got a wide scale of or broad vocabulary, and you know how to use that vocabulary effectively. By paraphrasing, actually, you give this simple proof to the examiner. So this will score you more points in the test. Of course, it should be, it should be your initial paragraph, and let the examiner know that you have started the paragraph by skipping the line. It's important as well. You have to skip one line after each paragraph, so that there should be clarity of expression, and the examiner may come to know that there is no any problem in understanding your text, what you have provided in part one and part two as well. I would like to just share some examples, and I will give you how to craft a good description by paraphrasing it. So the first question will be like this: the proportion of the population aged 50 and above in 3 different states in the USA between 1920 and 2020 is shown in the graphs below. Now, how this description would be paraphrased, I would just recommend you to write it down, so that you may have a better understanding after writing both the question statement and the paraphrase statement. Now, its paraphrase statement will be like this: the line graphs compare the percentage of individuals aged 50 and above as measured over a century in 3 US states. So that's the paraphrasing of the first one. Now I'm going to give you the second example. Information about the per capita percentage of car ownership between 2000 and 2005 in the USA is given in the chart below. How it would be paraphrased: the increase in the car ownership between 2000 and 2005 in the USA is illustrated in the chart. Let's consider example number 3. The question would be like this: the chart summarizes the weight measurements of people living in Charlestown in 1955 and 2015. So its paraphrased version will be like this: the Charlestown provided the diagram provided exhibit the statistics of weight for individuals residing in Charlestown between 1955 and 2015. So that was the third example. Now I'm going to give you the fourth example. The question statement will be like this. The charts below show the reasons why people travel to work by bicycle or car. So its paraphrasing will be like this. These graphs display why commuters arrive at their place of work on their bike or in their car. Now, last but not least, the fifth example will be like this. The question statement first. The graph below shows population figures for India and China since the year 2000 and predicted population growth up until 2050. Its paraphrased version will be like this. The images provided present numbers regarding the amount of citizens in two nations, China and India, starting in the year 2000 to the future year of 2050. That's it. My dear friends, I today thought about just informing you how to paraphrase the question statement of IELTS Writing Task 1 for the academic version. And I have quite successfully given you the 5 different examples. And I hope that they would have benefited you and you would have come to know how to do this process very effectively and intelligently. I'll see you in the next lecture. I've actually started talking about its different parts of the structure of writing task 1, and it was the first actual lecture in this regard, discussing about the first part, the paraphrasing the first paragraph. Now I'm going to give you the next lecture. It will be about an overview. It's equally important after the first opening paragraph. That's about paraphrasing. The second will be about overview, and then the body paragraphs. So similarly, everything will be discussed. I hope you will be connected with us, and you will keep commenting about these videos if anything relevant has been provided, and you know that this is something to be discussed more, and some more feedback should be taken from the teacher. You can contact us, and you can ask us in the comment box. I'll see you shortly. God bless you all. Take care of yourself, and bye-bye.